What's up, YouTube? This is Mathwas97 and welcome to episode number 26 of my SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager Mode. That was a weird intro, but nonetheless, we're here for the September 13th edition of Friday Night SmackDown, coming to you from Columbia, South Carolina. Yes, the home, not exactly the hometown, but the home state of our very own Shelton Benjamin here tonight. And it could be the stage for Shelton Benjamin to, he's got a huge opportunity tonight. But before we get into that matchup, I know we're doing things kind of backwards as to what they were on the match card, but we have the debut, the in-ring debut of the man, the myth, the legend, the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold 316, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I botched that, but nonetheless, Austin, he's looking to raise some hell and drink some beer, and well, he's already flipping the birds, the double bird, here on Friday Night SmackDown. And Stone Cold, he's definitely gonna shake things up here on the SmackDown roster, and I think this, we could, Raw, they're turning things around in the ratings as of late, but I think Stone Cold Steve Austin could very well be the next man to kind of give us the edge over Monday Night Raw. And now he's going to be taking on his opponent, Carlito, here tonight. And Carlito, well, he doesn't stand a chance in hell against Stone Cold Steve Austin, let's be real, because as we all know, Austin 316 says, "I just whooped your ass," and that's what Stone Cold is going to be shouting from the rooftops after this matchup tonight. As we can see now, a stare down between these two men. Carlito, does Carlito... Oh! Well, that was disrespectful from Carlito, but understandably so from Carlito's position. We have Stone Cold Steve Austin who came in, and, let's be real. He's probably got a better contract than Carlito does. He's probably getting paid more. And if you're Carlito, well, think of it this way. Carlito, he's been on SmackDown since day one of the series. And Stone Cold, he's just getting here. And Stone Cold is already getting paid more than Carlito. Carlito, well, I'm sure that that's going to upset him very much. And Carlito, I'm sure he hates Stone Cold for that. He's looking to inflict some punishment. He's looking to bring the pain here in this matchup. But yes, Monday Night Raw, for some reason, with their Iron Man Battle Royal rinse-repeat style of booking shows, somehow they're managing to catch up to us. Because, hey, having the same matchup, not defending the tag team, the Intercontinental, just going with tag team match, or not tag team, but not even a tag team, but, just having the same two matches over and over again, week in, week out, that would be like watching a 6-man tag team match and, just any style matchup for that matter. Let's just have a 6-man tag team matchup and a steel cage match on Raw. And we'll do that once a week for 6 months, and we'll see how that goes. I'm sure that would definitely bring in the ratings. That would be exciting to see, and especially considering they use the same, they have a rotation of superstars that they use, and they don't even I don't know. Then again, this was the very first year that GM mode was implemented, so I guess, the AI wasn't quite perfect. They were still kind of figuring things out, but come on. But nonetheless, that is the challenge we have to try to overcome, and that is why we are going to bring in all the top talent, and we are going to just slaughter Monday Night Raw on the ratings, as right now Stone Cold is just slaughtering Carlito right here with all these elbows to the face, but Carlito back to his feet. And a bit of a question for all of you watching here at home, or at work, or whatever the case may be. But a question for all of you viewers. And that question is, what are your thoughts and opinions heading into WWE 2K16 at the moment? I'm pretty excited about it. I know I've discussed, kind of here and there, I've discussed a couple of the things that were revealed. Don't really feel like making a video about it because me personally, I'm not a huge fan of, like, I used to do pay-per-view predictions, and I stopped doing that because I feel like, well, one thing, they're the kind of videos that kind of get, you know, people will just report as, like, a violation of, like, community things, and then you get community strikes because it's like, oh, this isn't the pay-per-view, this isn't WWE footage, what are you doing, flag, spam, that thing, so I stopped doing that, but also I don't feel like, it's not a huge concern for me because I don't feel like, if I can't offer, like, a lot of my own personal, like, insight or my own personal opinions on a subject, I typically I don't want to make the video, and that's why I don't cover a lot of information, whether it's, like, you know, regarding the WWE games or anything in the WWE for that matter. I don't do the pay-per-view predictions anymore. I don't really do those videos because just lately I don't feel like, well, at least for me personally, I don't feel like, I mean, you can obviously go watch any other YouTuber doing a video like that, but that's kind of why I don't do it, because so many people do make the videos about it with their own kind of thoughts, and that's really the whole point of making those videos, is to get your own individual thoughts on the subject matter. But I know, like, when I see somebody like Smack Talks who goes into, like, so much detail on, you know, the information and whatnot, and I don't feel like I can top that. It's just kind of me stating my opinion, which I can do in, you know, something like this, just in a video where I can just kind of talk about it for a couple minutes and be done. So that's why I really don't make videos like that. But anyway, Austin with a Stone Cold Stunner, 2 count. Bye-bye, Carlito. You are done for the night. Stone Cold Steve Austin, he wins his debut matchup here on SmackDown. But yes, I hope you are all hyped for Austin 2K316 in WWE 2K16. I know, that's just that's the whole reason I started talking about 2K16 was because Austin was in the matchup and it brought the match to my head. Ah, that is some expert plug marketing right there, folks. Yeah. I don't even know. But now we're moving on to the main event matchup, and what I was alluding to earlier, the United States Championship is on the line. Triple threat matchup here tonight. Kane, the hometown kid, Shelton Benjamin, and the rated R superstar, Edge. And that is right, folks. A triple threat matchup set to take place here tonight. We've got the rivalry between Kane and Shelton Benjamin in effect, so hopefully we can get a bit of a match, or a bit of a boost to the ratings because of that. And also the US title is on the line because we have superstars who, you know, they have the morale issues. They're like, hey man, give me a title shot, and that's kind of where Kane is. He wants a title shot, and he's in this rivalry with Shelton Benjamin, so I figured, hey, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Let's go ahead, put the US title on the line, and let's make it a triple threat. And that's what we're doing. We've got Kane, we've got Edge, we've got Shelton Benjamin. And as well as that, I mean, Edge, I feel like he defeated Kurt Angle at the SummerSlam pay-per-view to win back the title. But since then, I feel like Edge has just kind of been, I feel like he needs a new challenge. He needs a new rival, somebody to kind of step up to the plate. And perhaps that could be either Shelton or Kane. We'll just have to wait to see how things play out. But this is kind of a matchup we haven't done before. It gets 3 superstars who really haven't been kind of thrown together like this. I mean, Edge, that's really the whole point of, you know, the if I can speak. That's really my objective in the months going forward, is to try to get people who haven't faced off before, try to get them matches against each other. So something like, I mean, especially when we're bringing in guys like Stone Cold, Bret Hart, the British Bulldog, Andre the Giant, etc., those kind of guys. Try to get them to face people. I mean, obviously, it'll mix up the matches that are going on. And also trying to make trades, bring in new people. That's another crucial factor in keeping things unique, keeping things fresh. But basically, just try to bring in the new talent and try to, I mean, if you've got the older talent, keep them fresh, keep them facing new opponents, doing different things. That sort of, you know, that gimmick. We're doing that. That's what my goal is. Because, I mean, at this point, we're already up to the September month, which means that, you know, the series, we're up to episode 26, what should be episode 28, but we missed 2 episodes due to glitchy recordings, which was unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. And in case you're kind of curious, I actually, the other day, I went through, and I have a bit of a tentative uploading schedule, for what I plan on, or not, like, I say tentative because I don't exactly know what is going to happen, like, here on out. For example, you know, we got the school year starting back up again fairly shortly. I don't know when my commentary time to be, like, when all I will be available for commentaries. So, this is sort of a tentative schedule. I mean, normally over the summer, I don't get as much time to do commentaries, which is, you know, you would think the opposite, but that normally is the case. I don't, but I've actually been able to keep a good schedule going this year, which I'm really proud of. And I've got, I mean, realistically, you could say WWE 13, I obviously had a higher episode count with Universe Mode, but I've made the most progress in any, like, calendar year of Universe Mode. Then, like, this was the year I made the most progress. I started at the Royal Rumble, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make it up to Money in the Bank. That's my goal, and that right there is 7 months of pay-per-views, and I'm very happy about that. Because in WWE 13, I had so many different things going on. I had the created wrestlers, the Attitude Era stuff, and I had a ton of episodes in there, but I really didn't make that much progress. I mean, I had Extreme Rules, Over the Limit, Capital Punishment, Payback. Or not Payback, Vengeance. I had those 4, like, WWE pay-per-views. Because, I mean, the Attitude Era, I never went any further with that, and I wasn't really supposed to. Like I said, I don't dwell on the past, but if that's one thing I could have done differently, I mean, I obviously wouldn't go back and do it differently, because I know that was a mistake now, and I learned from it. But the Attitude Era, there really wasn't a future with that, is basically what I'm trying to say. And as well, the Creative Wrestler, I mean, I finished that up, so there's not much else I can go there. But as I was saying, with Universe Mode, you know, that was kind of a slow year. 2K14, I did make some good progress. I started at SummerSlam, made it up to TLC, but it's still not the same kind of progress I made this year. And that's what I'm proud of. I managed to, like, in the past, I've had 3 or 4 series going at once. Whereas this year, I stuck with just 2 series going at a time. And then I guess that at that one point, I had 3 when I was kind of wrapping up my career mode and bringing in GM mode. But I think I did a really good job this year with, like, upload scheduling and, like, pacing, keeping everything going at a good rate. But in case you're kind of curious, where do I think I will be by the time 2K16 comes around? And that was I got into a bit of a tangent, but I tend to do that. But basically what I'm trying to say, you know, this is a GM mode video. It's like, okay, you're talking about Universe Mode. That's fine and good, but what if I'm not a Universe Mode fan? What does this mean for GM mode? Well, at the moment, as I look at my little notepad document here, it appears as though I think, now there's like this almost month-long gap, because I'm not sure exactly, like, I left that there, because, you know, I have all these uploads, like, planned out. I have the dates there and everything, but what if I miss a date? This way I have some dates that I can fall back on. So I have almost like a month of kind of free space just kind of sitting there, which could perhaps mean more GM mode videos than what I have listed there. Universe mode, no. I'm stopping at Money in the Bank, because there's no way that I'm gonna make it to SummerSlam before the 2K16. That's just not happening. But with GM mode, I think I'll be able to make it close to episode 40. That's currently what I think I'll be able to hit. I might get further, I might not make it that far. It all depends on how things play out. I'm not sure exactly where episode 40 would put me. I know episode 31, barring any glitched reportings, will be no mercy. that's set to be the No Mercy pay-per-view. And then there's a couple of weeks until Survivor Series. There's like a month or so. And if I wasn't commentating, I could probably do the math in my head. But then I'm going to have a crappy commentary because I'll be trying to multitask, and that won't work. So, yeah, I think I'll be able to hit episode 40. Might get a little bit further than that. We'll just have to see how things play out. But I hope that kind of gives you a bit of an idea as to where this series is headed prior to 2K16. And now you're probably wondering, well, you remember in 2K14 where you kind of took that break with GM mode when you were doing the new game? Are you going to do that again? And yeah, I probably will do that again. I'll take about a month off, perhaps. Or unless I have any recordings like kind of stockpiled, say I hit episode 40. And maybe I've recorded to like episode 43. But the new game was coming out, so I didn't really want to put any more work towards it. Like I wanted to put my focus into 2K16. I want to put my focus towards universe mode. But maybe I do have those recordings already there. Then I might kind of give an upload like every once in a while, just so it doesn't disappear completely. But we'll see. But anyway, there's a cover by Shelton. Shelton Benjamin has won the United States Championship. And I know I didn't really discuss the matchup, but honestly, if I talked about the gameplay all the time, I would get bored. Let's be reasonable here. SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, it's not the most exciting gameplay. Big shocker. But nonetheless, Shelton Benjamin in his hometown, which, hey, when I booked this matchup, I didn't even realize that it was his hometown. So it all works out. Luck was on his side. It was fate. It wasn't luck. It was destiny that Shelton Benjamin would win the United States Championship. And as we can see, Steve Austin was just signed off the free agent wire, so we did pick up Stone Cold Steve Austin. And what do you know? John Cena is the new WWE champion. Well, whoop-de-doo-dah-dee. Way to go, way to go, Cena. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, all that noise. Like, and hey, and it's a Battle Royal and an Iron Man match. Yay! But then look at this. We've got all these matchups going on. We get a 3-star, and we lose in the ratings this week. What the... Now, to be fair, I don't have a whole lot of rivalries going at the moment to really lift the ratings, but look at this. Look at this. Do they even defend the Intercontinental title, the tag team titles, the women's title, anything? Anything. Look at all these Battle Royals and Iron Man matches. Just look at this, like every single week. And I have not seen the Intercontinental title or any other title defended even once. It's only been the WWE title. Not even on the pay-per-views. What is this? It's still nothing. Were those titles even defended at all? Nothing. We're all the way in May now. Still nothing. Beginning of May. Nothing. Now we're in April. Germany, nothing. Mexico, nothing. North Carolina, nothing. Hawaii, nothing. Kansas, nothing. Nothing. Never. Not once did they defend the tag team titles, the Intercontinental title, the Women's Championship. Only the WWE title, and only in Battle Royals and Iron Man match. I'm done. I just, like... My rage meter, I should put like a rage meter in the corner and it just like exploded. Wow, that was... There you go. So now if you think I'm just blowing smoke, if you're new to the series and you're wondering why are you complaining about all this stuff, that's why. They're not There. That proof. That's what they're doing is garbage. But anyways, I think we're going to go and try to steal some of their talent. Chavo Guerrero, his contract's running out, I think, or his popularity was extremely low, one or the other. Andre's contract is running out, so I want to try to make that trade that I offered the other day. So we're going to go for Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho. That is my plan here. I'm kind of taking a look if there's... What I was thinking is that Mysterio and Jericho I might be asking too much. But I don't really... I don't see anybody else that I realistically want to try to trade for. I was thinking maybe Muhammad Hassan. It would always be good to have kind of a higher popularity jobber around. But I'd rather do something with somebody. So let's go ahead and try to go for Rey Mysterio. Let's see what the GM has to say. And it is accepted. There we go. Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho are now a part of the SmackDown roster. So I hope you're excited for that. That should be really fun. We get some new talent on the show, able to spice things up a little bit. And I did give up one of our big main eventers, but I brought in two fairly solid popularity guys. They're kind of right in the mix, along with some of our other guys. And I also got rid of one of our jobbers. So I think that works out. Raw, they can have another low superstar with low popularity, and perhaps bring down their ratings while also bringing ours up. But yeah, that was kind of my strategy behind that. And then we've got the British Bulldog. I think I'm just going to go ahead and extend his contract because, you know, I don't see myself, like, releasing him anytime soon. Obviously, I'm not going to release him. If I'm going to get rid of a guy, I'm trading him or I'm just letting his contract expire because I am a cheapskate, and that's a bad budget move to just release a guy. And we did lose a couple of our rivalries because of who I traded, but that's alright. It wasn't anything meaningful anyway. But that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed my rants. And until next time, thank you for watching. Keep on YouTubing.